What?
What?
What the hell is this?
Harumph. I didn't get a harumph out of that guy.
Give the governor harumph.
Harumph!
You watch your ass.
I see you shiver with anticipation.
Let the show begin.
Hey everybody, this is David Heretic coming at you with another edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. And tonight, all right, we're coming back to another Hockey Players Are Awesome video. So yes, indeed, hockey fans feeling you. Come on now. Here we go. Before we go any further, for those of you who are feeling inclined to doing all of the clicks and the likes and the bibbidi-bobbidi-bob, do me a favor, before you do all that stuff, please watch the whole video first, okay? Give me a chance to actually earn those clicks and likes. Now, after the video's done, if you still feel like doing all those clicks and likes, then by all means, feel free to click away. This comes as a request from Anonymous. This individual wanted to remain anonymous, not have their name read, so I'm gonna respect that like I always do. But Anonymous wanted to see me react to this. It is Hockey Players Are Awesome, Part 3.
Man, this is gonna be good.
Now, have I seen this video before? I have not seen this video, but I'm willing to bet there may be parts in the video that I've seen before. That's very possible. But I have not actually seen this particular video in its entirety before. So these are always fun. I love doing these. I mean, listen, we can already make the assumption that this is going to get a 10. We can already make that assumption. I always reserve that score for humanitarian reasons, and we always see hockey players doing amazing things for people, whether it be for individuals, charities, for kids, special, special needs, Special Olympics, Make-A-Wish. I mean, we see hockey players do amazing things all the time, and we already know how I feel about stuff like that. And I don't give 10s unless it's for humanitarian reasons. And there hasn't been a single hockey video that Hockey Players Are Awesome and hockey players making fans' days. There's not been a single video that I've done like in this realm that has not gotten a 10, so I think we can assume this is going to get a 10 more than likely. A long time ago on the channel, I did a reaction to a song from Pearl Jam called Comes Then Goes, and that's how we ended up with all these reactions to these types of videos that Anonymous gave me. And he even gave me a letter here, and I always like to read this letter to put everything in perspective when it comes to doing videos like this. I have a very selfish reason for doing videos like this, so this video will explain everything, I promise. So this was the letter that I was given from Anonymous. It says, "Dear DH, first of all, I would like to thank you for making the amazing videos that you make. It is very clear you put a lot of effort into the filming and editing of your videos, and I wanted to let you know it does not go unnoticed. I appreciate that. Next, I wanted to let you know I love your style of reacting. You're not one of the overreactors who think everything is amazing and spend more time telling people to click, like, and subscribe." I hate that word. Even reading that word just makes me cringe. You give it to us straight. When you say you like something, you say it, and when you don't like something, you say it as well. That lets us know you're being genuine, which makes it even more special when you actually say you love something, like the Pearl Jam song Comes Then Goes. I love that song. I am not even gonna try to pretend I don't. I do. It is a great song. It is because of your reaction to Comes Then Goes that I'm making some different kinds of requests. During your reaction, you stated that you had lost all faith in the human race. I did say that. I absolutely did. And to be perfectly honest with you folks, I still kind of feel that way. I can certainly see why you would feel that way, but I also wanted to show you that there are still good human beings out there who make positive impacts on others. I hope you react to these videos I requested. I know they are not music videos. If you choose not to react to them, that's fine, but definitely watch them on your own time. There is good in the world, you just have to look for it. P.S. I included a number of videos focusing on hockey players since you have said that hockey is your favorite sport. It absolutely is. I love hockey. I am a Kings fan through and through, but I love hockey in general, and I think hockey players do some really amazing things. I did say that I reacted. He even said I may not react to these. No, I chose to react to them. I absolutely did. And there's a very good reason for that. It is because, you know, every once in a while, you know, doing YouTube, man, it's not easy. And I do face a lot of criticism. I do face a lot of accusations of being fake. And I do face accusations of people just flat out calling me a liar, saying, oh, you know you've heard this song before. Folks, if I've heard the song before or seen the video before, I will say so. You know I will. I've made that very clear, and I've done it several times on the channel. But I always, every day, I will get at least one or two people that make that accusation, saying that I'm a liar. You know, I've seen this, and you know, other criticisms. You know, people telling me I have no business doing this, and I should quit, and blah 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 blah. And then they start to actually attack me, which is just fantastic with negativity. And I'm not gonna lie, folks, watching videos like this, it does help. It lifts my spirits and it makes me feel good. So I have no problem doing these reactions for you, Anonymous. I have no problem whatsoever. I have learned in the past doing these videos that it's always good to have this handy, my trusty handy dandy Planet Waves polishing cloth, my guitar polishing cloth, which I use as a crying towel.
Gene Okerlund right here is a crying towel. And I want you to give that to Tito Santana.
Now, I'm going to have this ready. I may or may not use it. I may or may not need it, but I'm going to have it ready because, you know, the past has shown that it's a good idea to have it handy. Other than that, there's nothing else left to say. Let's see. This was posted by, oh, well, let me get that out of the way. This was posted by RF Hockey Fan. And the video at the time of requesting had 582,000 views. It'll get you there. Other than that, there's really nothing else left to say. Link to the original video will be down below in the video description for your viewing pleasure at your leisure. Let's get started. What do you say? Are you ready? Are you ready? Because here we go. All right, here we go. Hockey players are awesome, part 3. Got my towel ready, my trusty Planet Waves towel ready, and yeah, we're set to go. Oh! Is that Kopitar? Are we starting with the Kings? Let's go, Kings, go. All right, let's do this.
All right, boy, let's do this.
While Tyler took in the amazing experience, he seemed to keep one eye on that sheet of ice that was just calling his name.
Oh, yeah.
But who could blame him? He came for one reason, to skate with NHL superstar Andrei Kopitar.
Hey!
Tyler, how you doing?
What's up? Good, how are you? Nice to meet you. What's up, guys? Nice to meet you.
Nice lid.
Nice to meet you. Thanks.
That is old school.
On the assist.
Oh yeah, we had a blast. I mean, it's one of those things. If you can stay out here for 15 minutes and enjoy the time in the ice. I remember when I was younger skating with the big boys. I mean, it was always fun. Even though I was skating just with my dad's teammates, I had a blast.
Wanted to thank him for it.
See, that's the thing. He just said it right there. Even if it's just for 15 minutes, and he knows because he's been there. You just take 15 minutes out of your day to get on the ice with a kid and just skate with him. And, I don't know the circumstances behind, I believe his name was Tyler, behind Tyler's story. I don't know the circumstances. It might be like Make-A-Wish. It might be something like that. But even if you just take 15 minutes out of your day, I mean, what's 15 minutes? Seriously. And guys, hockey players like Andrei Kopitar, they understand that. And they step up willingly, volunteering to do it. I'll do it gladly. And you gotta respect the guys for doing that, man. Because a lot of people, a lot of celebrities, 15 minutes to spend with some kid that I've never met, I got better things to do. That is the absolute piss poorest attitude you could possibly have. Take those 15 minutes. Change that young man or young lady's life forever. I mean, I know it's said, it can't really make that big of an impact. You want to bet? You want to bet? You think for the rest of his life, however that lifespan may be, You think Tyler will ever forget those 15 minutes? I promise you. I guarantee you. The answer is no. He will never forget that. I promise you. I almost started to get choked up. I almost did. And we're only 50 seconds in. We got another 5 minutes to go. I'm in trouble. I am in so much trouble. Thank goodness for my Planet Waves guitar polishing cloth. Not an endorsement, by the way. I just love the company. I am actually endorsed by them, but they don't do anything for the channel. I have an endorsement for them as a bassist. So, well, with Diodario, but Planet Waves is part of that. So, love Diodario, love Planet Waves, love everything they do. Anyway, let's keep going here.
His dream.
Back up big boys. I mean, it was always fun. You know, even though I was skating just, you know, with my dad's teammates, I had a blast.
Wanted to thank him for it. His dream came true.
What's going on? Did you practice?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah?
So excited. I wanted to thank you for that stick.
Yeah.
That was really nice.
Yeah, that's not a problem, man. Hope you enjoy it.
You're my favorite player.
Well, good choice.
Good choice.
Wow.
And
wow.
The gifts kept coming.
Wow.
Oh, yeah.
Jersey.
Oh, nice.
Up to date. Did I sign your jersey?
Absolutely. This is cool. So cool being in here.
Yeah, kind of overwhelmed.
Absolutely overwhelmed. It doesn't get any cooler than that.
Johnny. You know what's funny is quite often with these like Make-A-Wish Foundation, you make a wish and the wish is to meet your favorite player. And which he did there, obviously. I mean, that was the first guy that we saw. But it's funny how, in particular, hockey players. Now, I'm not saying it's just hockey players that do that. I've seen NFL players do it. I've seen baseball players do it, where the guest, the Make-A-Wish kid will come in. They'll meet their favorite player, hang out with them, and everything like that. But you'd be amazed how many times, especially in hockey, where the other players will see what's going on, and without being asked, without being prompted, without being pushed or nudged, they take it upon themselves to jump in there. And they do it out of the kindness of their heart. Here it comes! Ah! Dang it. They do it out of the kindness of their heart, and they see the situation, and they take it upon themselves to say, hey, I got an extra couple minutes. I got an extra stick. I got an extra puck. I got this practice jersey I just used, and I'm not going to use it again, and we get them for free anyway, so who cares? You know, but we got this stuff. Let's just sweeten the pot a little bit. Let's just make this a little extra special. So instead of meeting just one player, their favorite player, they end up meeting, by the time it's all said and done, they end up meeting half the team, at least. Sometimes they meet the entire team, and everybody on the team is signing the jersey. See, again, how long does that take? 5 minutes tops. 5 minutes tops. And they understand that. They know it. They get it. And I don't understand why more celebrities don't get that. They don't have the time. They can't take the time to, you know, just spend a couple of minutes with someone to change their life. It just blows me away when I hear stories. I'm not going to mention names, but you hear stories all the time about celebrities who just don't give their fans the time of day. It just really irritates me. Anyway, let's keep going here.
This is cool.
Let's keep the good times
so
going.
Cool being in here.
Yeah, kind of overwhelmed.
Absolutely overwhelmed. It doesn't get any cooler than that.
Oh, it does
Jonathan
not.
Page.
What are you gonna do?
Sell some cookies.
Yes, you are.
Sell them cookies.
Hello.
Anyone home?
Who's there?
Who's there?
You can come in, but you have to stay off.
Whoa.
Yeah.
What's your name?
You have to stay out of here.
Come on in, guys. Let's talk business here, Alexis.
Let's talk
What are
business.
those new cookies you were talking about there? I want to see those.
There's a Wawa Range.
Rah-rah. There we go.
Did you?
So how long have you been a Girl Scout?
When I first started Girl Scout.
You just started? Well, you got a lot of badges already, eh? Which ones did he buy?
mine yet?
We were putting them on your order.
Sign mine for him too?
Who this guy is? Who is that?
He got to meet his idol.
And who's this?
Put him on his bill.
Sidney Crosby.
Oh, yeah. Kid.
Sidney Crosby.
Sid the Kid.
Extra, extra.
Sid gave him a signed jersey and a hockey stick, and Matthew had a special message for him.
What do you got to tell me?
I am
Tell him you like this.
your biggest fan.
Yeah? I like to hear that. I'm glad we could get you a win last night.
And to top it off,
Want to get a little tour?
a private tour of the locker room.
Lead the way. He thinks the world of Sydney, you know. And for him to actually meet him and for him to give us a tour and everything, that was just really awesome.
Little Henry and his family got to come to the Wild practice, and they got to meet their hero. And both Henry, who is 5, and his sister, who is also a big Charlie Coyle fan, wearing the New Jerseys, had a chance to meet their guy, Charlie Coyle.
A lot of guys do it around the league. You see a little fan or something or a little kid, and you've been in that position before when you were younger, so it's just something little that you do. And I don't know, someone happened to see Henry wave to me, and it, you know, whatever happened on YouTube, and it was cool to see his reaction to it.
I remember seeing that clip.
I think I made a new friend out of it, so it was all worth it, I guess.
A huge Bruins fan.
I remember seeing that clip of him banging on the window and waving, and he was waving back. I remember seeing that clip in one of the earlier hockey videos I've done. That's really cool. Not even like Make-A-Wish was involved. That was just the player taking it upon himself to take the initiative to say, hey, I remember when I was that age. I remember when I was him. I remember when I was standing against the ice, right up against the ice and banging on the glass and, you know, trying to get my favorite player's attention. And he now paid it forward. I mean, how cool is that? Super cool. Super cool.
You know, whatever happened on YouTube, and it was cool to see his
yeah, it went
reaction
viral
to
on
it.
YouTube.
I think I made a new friend out of it, so it was all worth it, I guess.
A huge Bruins fan and plays goalie. Today, she is getting outfitted from head to toe with new gear.
Wow.
But there's also a special surprise guest to help her out.
So Maddie. Hey, Madison. Oh.
Nice
to meet you.
Look at her face.
Help picking out the goalie gear, or?
Look
Maybe?
at her
You surprised?
face.
Yeah, I was just on the neighborhood. I heard you were here, so I decided to come by.
Oh, I heard. Yeah, I was in the
Once Maddie gets
neighborhood.
over the initial shock of meeting her favorite goaltender, there's lots of equipment to try on.
Oh, yeah.
Ready? Try to squat a little bit. Bend your knees. Yeah. That's how you're gonna be standing in the game, like this.
Us playing together at 7 years old, and now we're captaining 2 teams for a charity game for the past 2 years. And for the next 2 years, I'll be an ambassador for RBC. The NHLPA is great in terms of being involved in the communities and the grassroots program. And ultimately, our fans are the people that, you know, give us an opportunity to live the lives that we do every day. Haven't really had a chance to see any hockey games this year.
Yep.
Can I sign that one too? I really want to sign Dion's jersey.
In 2014. Eddie Lack trying to give this youngster his stick. Got him to come all the way around.
Yeah, man.
I'd like to introduce to you, his name is...
That's great. That's great. I mean, the charity stuff, we all know NHL players are very big on charity, especially charities that involve kids. Subban in particular, we all know what he does and what he's done in the past, what he's still currently doing. And that I love what they were talking about. They recognize and they understand that the fans are the ones that allow them to do what they do for a living. You'd be amazed how many professional musicians, professional athletes, actors that I've actually personally met that don't get that. They lose sight of that. They lose sight of the fact that it's the fans that put them there. and they start to believe their own hype. They drink their own Kool-Aid, and they believe that they did it all themselves. It's all they're doing. I made all of this happen, and I did it all by myself. No, you did not. Let's be very clear. Without those fans filling those seats, you would be nowhere. You would be circling the bowl in obscurity. You would be nobody as far as fame goes. So many bands I've seen, especially bands. God, they're the worst. Bands are the worst. They get a certain level of success. They reach a certain pinnacle, and they completely lose sight of the band, of the fans who put them on that pedestal. And that really irritates me. And I'm not going to mention names again, but you know the players who have done the same thing. You know the football players, the basketball players. I think the basketball players are the worst. But there are football players, basketball players, not so much baseball players. I mean, there's a couple here and there, but nowhere near the extent that you see in football and especially basketball. To the best of my knowledge, I've never heard of that happening with a hockey player. I've never heard it. Even the great, I'm going to take the greatest of all time. Let's be honest here. There is only one greatest of all time. We're talking about number 99. We're talking about Wayne Gretzky. I mean, even at his pinnacle, even when he was at his biggest, he gets traded in the biggest trade in NFL history at that point in time. Gets traded to Los Angeles. Even at the height of his popularity, he never lost sight of the fans. He never lost that connection. He always understood that it was the fans that put him there. And I absolutely respect him for that. Same thing goes for every hockey player I've ever seen. Like I said, I've never seen that disillusion before. I've never seen that disconnection before. And the lack of gratitude. I've never seen that from a hockey player ever. So, just another reason why I love hockey players. And then there's this guy. It's the Canucks, I think. Is it the Canucks? No, I'm not sure. No, I think it's the Canucks. Canucks. I'm sorry, I'm a Kings fan. You guys, you're not our worst enemy, but you're up there. I'll never forget a hockey game I went to, and they were doing a thing up on the screen, prior to the game. They were interviewing people on the screen. What is a Canuck? And there was that. I think it was Ricky Rackman actually doing the interview for some reason. I don't know why, but Ricky Rackman was doing the interview. He asked some lady, "What is a Canuck?" And she put the microphone in front of her face, and she looked at him and she goes, "Isn't that what you hit with a hockey stick?" And Rackman started to laugh. He's like, "Yeah, that's exactly right. You hit a Canuck with a hockey stick." Anyway, it's cool to see the goalie motioning for the kid. Hey, come over here, come over here, come over here. And walks him all the way around so he can give him the stick. I mean, it takes a little extra effort, but you know what? That little extra effort makes a big difference.
Stick.
Yeah, come on over here, kid.
Got him to come all the way around.
Yeah, boy. Here's a hit, here's a stick, and a high five.
His name is Kai Quinones, 13 years old, and he's coming up here right now. He's with the Make-A-Wish Foundation. The wish continues here tonight. We have a big surprise for you. So right now, tonight, you're going to have a chance to be introduced with the team and skate out on the ice. It's going to look like this.
Yeah, buddy. Ended too soon. I wanted to see what else was going to happen with him. That's a bummer. I wish the video would have gone on and we could have seen more. Oh well, I guess it is. I didn't stop it, folks. It ended. So that's all there is. I love seeing those moments though where the kids get treated like the players. That's great. That's awesome. Good video. Really good video. Not a whole lot to say, obviously, that I didn't already say during the course of the video, so this is going to be a short review. I think we all know where this is going. I don't even need to think. I already know what I'm going to say. So I'll see you in the review, and we'll briefly talk about it. Well, there you go, folks. That was Hockey Players Are Awesome Part 3. This was a request from Anonymous. I think we already know where this is going to go. I think we already know. Look, I talked at length during the course of the reaction, so I honestly, I don't have anything else to say other than I love videos like this because they always do lift my spirits. They always do make me feel better. And it always just, it doesn't fix how I feel about humanity. It doesn't fix how I feel about the human race, but I will say this, it does definitely add a spark. It does. And the more sparks like this I get, the more I feel hope for the human race. Let's just say that. I love doing videos like this. It always makes me feel good. I always have a great time watching them. You know how I feel about charities. I work with this channel. I work with St. Jude Children's Research Hospital extensively. Not just with the channel, but even on my own, Mrs. Heretic and I, we always donate on, forget about what the channel makes, on our own, coming out of our own personal accounts. We always donate to them. We always support them in every way we can because we believe in everything that St. Jude's or St. Jude Children's Research Hospital stands for. I love children's charities. I love children's charities that do the right thing and put the donations and put the money where it needs to go. And unfortunately, we've discovered a few charities that don't exactly stand by what they say. You know, I love the ones, you know, 100% of all proceeds goes, I'm like, wait, 100% of all proceeds, meaning the profit, where's money being spent? And you find out 15 to 20, even 30% of your donations goes to fund a board, goes to pay board members who meet once a month to discuss whatever they're going to discuss, and they spend a grand total of an hour doing it. And each of those board members collect a $200,000 a year paycheck. Are you serious? For coming in once a month and sit at a table for an hour, have a luncheon, and have a discussion about what? Marketing? How we're going to get even more donations? And they're going to collect a paycheck for that? Are you serious? Are you serious? Okay, fine, collect a paycheck. $200,000. Are you serious? You really think that that's what you deserve for that? Try 20. Dear Lord, shouldn't as much money as possible go to the cause? That's why I love St. Jude. I love St. Jude. I think they're rated over 98% of the money that they bring in goes to the charity. It goes to the research. It goes to the care. It goes to paying for the families to stay, pays for their food, so they don't have to worry about anything while their child is getting the care that they need. All of their needs are taken care of. Their hotel stay, their housing, their food, everything paid for so they can focus on their kid getting better while they fight these awful, terrible, life-threatening diseases. I mean, I'm sorry, but I absolutely love St. Jude, and I cannot say enough about them. But I'm a sucker when it comes to kids. I'm a sucker when it comes to animals. I'm very empathic when it comes to both of those. And I love watching these videos, man. It really gives me a glimmer of hope. It really does. We already know where this is going when it comes to discourse, so let's just get it over with. On a scale of 1 to 10, you all saw it coming. Do I have a choice? No, I don't. Listen, for humanitarian reasons, you gotta give that a 10. Yep, 10. 10 out of 10. You heard me. I didn't stutter. That is the score for humanitarian reasons that I feel this video deserves. You all know the reasons why. Why? I went over them at length during the course of the video. 10 for those of you that haven't figured it out or need some assistance. A 10 is for humanitarian reasons, it's perfection. And let's be honest, watching these guys do everything they do for everybody they help as often as they can, it doesn't get any better than that. It can't get any better than that. So yeah, it absolutely gets the 10 for perfection for humanitarian reasons. It also would get five stars. You know what? How many times did I have to bust this out during the course of the video? Was it 3 times? I think it was 3 or 2. It was at least 2. I think it was actually 3. You know what? I'm gonna pull a Dave Meltzer. You know what? That gets 6 stars.
You like that, girl? That's hardcore.
It's my show. If I want to pull a Dave Meltzer and give it a 6-star rating, I'm gonna pull a Dave Meltzer and give it a 6-star rating. That video was 6 stars. Absolutely. Yeah, an A+ letter grade. So there you go. 10 out of 10. Perfection for humanitarian reasons. Not 5 stars. 6 stars. 6 stars. We'll give it 6. And an A+ letter grade. So there you go. I love watching videos like this. It always makes me feel good. I have a blast doing them. And I hope you all enjoy them as much as I do. I have a few more in the queue, and we'll be getting to them sporadically, I promise. I'm spreading them out. I'm spacing them out, so it's not like we do one every month. I'd love to, but I think people might get tired of it if I do it every month, and I don't want to deal with the complaints of, you're doing one of these every month. It's too often. You put our songs in there, and guys, please. I promise you, I will get to them, but every once in a while, I need one of these. I really do. So, yeah, I feel good with that score, and that's where we're gonna stay. So let's wrap everything up here in a nice shiny bow, shall we? We have a 10. Yes, 10 out of 10. Perfection for humanitarian reasons. I'm giving this a 6-star rating. Thank you, Dave Meltzer. And an A+ letter grade. Take your pick. I don't care. Whichever one of those floats your boat. Final word, final score. I have spoken. Well, that's going to do it for this edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. Hope you all enjoyed the show. Hopefully I was able to entertain you. If I was able to put a smile on your face and brighten your day, I did my job, and I'm so glad I could do it. If you guys feel like joining the fan base, go ahead and click on that button down there. If you guys want to like the video, go ahead and like the video. If you guys want to ring the bell, go ahead and ring the bell. It honestly doesn't make any difference at all to me, but if you guys feel like doing these things, well then by all means, feel free to do so. Well, that's going to do it for the night, folks. Thank you very much for watching, and as always, this is David Heretic signing off, reminding you to stay fabulous and support each other. Later. Peace.